I 27M don't know what to do about what 26F did to me. I just found out my fiancé has cheated on me. I just proposed last month. Apparently, the main physical cheating was a year ago, but even the day after Christmas, she was sexting someone. She said she liked the attention but has sworn to stop. She told me she would let me go through her phone every day and have her on Life 360. I don't know if this is good. I don't want to be a stalker or overly possessive. I feel like if we break up, my life is basically restarting. We were engaged, looking for a house, and now what without her? I have nothing. I never thought she would do this to me. She never seemed to be unhappy and always was telling me how much she loved me and that I was her world. It doesn't make any sense why she would cheat, and I don't know if it would have ever stopped if I never found out. Sorry for the ramble. I'm just so lost right now. Any advice would be helpful. This is nuts. She's trying to make you responsible for stopping or not stopping her from cheating. Just break up. My ex said I could do these things, and then when I asked to see his phone about a month later, he got pissed. Tears of joy. Easier to just break up. Luckily for you, you aren't married yet and you don't have a house together yet, so you're fine. It sucks now, but you have much more to lose going forward in this relationship. Are you really asking for advice? The universe just saved you years of suffering. Say goodbye and move on. Smiling face with hearts. Restarting your life is a lot easier than hiring a lawyer and dealing with an expensive, emotionally messy divorce. The universe in its infinite wisdom showed you who this woman truly is before you married her. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. I'm sorry this happened to you, but you deserve a woman who feels about you the same way your soon-to-be ex-fiancé feels about her affair partners. At 27 you are in your prime and have plenty of time to find her. Never take back a cheater. You're just reinforcing their behavior to do it again when the heat dies down. Yeah, you have to leave, dude. You marry her and buy a house. You're signing your own "fuck my life up" warrant. Bro, one man is not ever going to satisfy her need for validation. Save yourself the heartbreak and attorney's fees. My boyfriend, 20M, the 5 male want touch me, 19F. I am a 19F, and my boyfriend is 20M. We have known each other for 5 years and been together 5 months. We're long distance. He goes to college and we don't get to see each other very often. Maybe twice a year. We play games together every day and text all the time, so we spend our free time together online. I've come to visit him for 2 weeks, so I was so very excited to see him and naturally thought we would have some business. Every time he's horny he touches my boobs, then it goes from there. He leads me down and then asks to do oral or use my hands on him, which is never a problem. It would be at random points in the day when it would happen and I would always finish him, but he never touches or finishes me. I always just carry on the day like nothing happened. For the whole 2 weeks he's only touched me once and it wasn't for long. He tells me, a pussy is scary, and to use a toy to finish me. I like toys, but he won't even use it on me. I have to do everything myself. Out of the 2 weeks I've been here I've came maybe 3 times, all done myself, twice alone after he's done and gone to shower, while he's came maybe 10 or more. It just makes me so insecure. I keep thinking maybe I smell bad or something, but I keep myself really clean down there for him. I keep telling him I want his attention, but nothing ever comes of it. Sometimes not even cuddles. Then he asks why I am JIT, or being gay, and I tell him something like, why are you not touching me? It always ends up him saying, why am I always upset about it? Don't be gay, it's fine. But it feels as he doesn't listen. Tonight I told him I was horny and he responded with, why are you horny? Which I didn't really know to answer that question. After that we just cuddled for 10 millines and I just told him he can go to bed. I really love my boyfriend, but it really tears me up inside. I am his first everything and so is he. How can I communicate better? Anything will help and thank you. Maybe he's gay. This guy sounds like he has the maturity of a 14-year-old, NGL. I think you've communicated your wants and needs pretty well and he seems to think that's gay, so you have to decide for yourself if this is something you want to put up with. Don't be gay, it's fine, in response to you expressing that your needs aren't being met. This guy is very selfish and isn't interested in your pleasure at all. It's one thing if you hadn't talked, but you did and brushed you off. Get out now and find someone who actually cares for you. I know you're saying that he's great to you in other ways, but when? While you're online gaming? Or while he's keeping you happy so you'll stick around to help him get off when he wants to? Did you ask him why pussy is scary? One way or another you need him to open up about what the issue is. Ultimately you're clearly and reasonably not going to be happy if things don't change, and a new relationship with someone local to you could well be the way to go here. Girl, run. He is not even doing the bare minimum. You deserve someone who craves to satisfy you too. Please don't waste your precious time on that asshole. You're being used, this isn't normal. End it. I, 36F, feel like my wife, 38F, is cheating on me. I, 36F, found out my wife, 38F, lied to me about going to work. Instead, she called into work. And she has also been really weird with her phone. Like, keeping it on her at all times, not putting it to charge at home anymore, and changing the password. The other day she was showing me a video on Instagram, and when I went to reach for it to watch the video she snatched it back and said she would just send it to me. We've been together for 15 years and none of this is normal behavior for her. I've been feeling like she is hiding something from me for several months now. I confronted her about not being at work when she said she was, and her answer was very vague. She just said she was in a group environment and wouldn't tell me where she was exactly. So she basically told me nothing. I don't know what to do at this point because she just keeps denying anything is going on. But I don't believe her. If I feel she isn't being honest with me, what are my next steps? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. I'm so confused and hurt. I never would have thought I'd be in a situation like this with her. Usually when people have something to hide they'll act like it. There's no real saying if there's any real cheating involved, but her behavior does point to it. The sudden password change on her phone. Keeping her phone tight with her more than usual. Not charging it at home so you can't get near it. Withdraws from showing you a video and then tells you she'll send it. And she lied about going to work. So, yeah, you gotta have to sit her down and demand for answers because it's too obvious. This behavior isn't normal. Sit her down. Tell her that you have lost all trust in her because of lies and being so protective of her phone. Ask her how she plans on winning your trust back. What should happen at this point is that she offers her phone for you to look at. If she doesn't and just throws words at you about trusting her, tell her that telling you to trust her doesn't work when you already don't trust her. Then you tell her that unless she can find a way of rebuilding that trust, the marriage is doomed. If she doesn't give you the phone at that point, assume the worst and act accordingly. BTW, if you share a phone plan you can go to your provider and find out if there is a suspicious number in her calls and texts. She is not going to tell you. You need to investigate this yourself with whatever you can use. I saw a post once about how they said a cheater hates unpredictable. Make yourself more unpredictable in terms of your schedule. She has many location flag. Time to get the help of a professional. To help you find the answers that your gut is telling that's happening. The truth will set you free. Update me. I can't see that in a WLW relationship would be much different when it comes to cheating, so you have two options as I see it. 1. Sit her down and talk about how her behavior is making you feel. Write down what she's doing and how specifically it concerns you if it helps. 2. Get access to her phone and see what's happening. Option 1 is obviously preferred, but if she is having an affair all it will do is make her tighten her security and then you're in a worse place of purgatory. Good luck with it though. If she didn't have anything to hide, she wouldn't be hiding anything. How to handle being around my 24F boyfriend's 27M miserable mom on vacation. My boyfriend's mom is never having a good time. Even on vacation, which my boyfriend planned and invited her to, she's constantly stressed, yelling, complaining, and picking fights every chance she gets. She can never have a normal conversation without it turning into a heated argument. She slams every door, cabinet, and drawer she uses. She never speaks below a shout. My boyfriend and his dad are very cool-headed and can tolerate her, but she's exhausting for me to be around. It doesn't matter that I'm her son's girlfriend, she will yell at me too. I've resorted to hiding away in our bedroom just so I don't have to be around her. When she's not yelling, she's complaining about her various health problems, or the temperature, or some random Facebook drama, etc. It's like she's never at peace. She also takes like 2-3 Xanax a day, which doesn't seem to help at all. I also have a feeling she doesn't like me very much. The other day as we were talking she tried to be funny by smacking me on the arm pretty hard. I looked her in the eyes and said, "Don't hit me like that." She then went outside and proceeded to cry for 5 minutes and ignored me for the rest of the day. When I tried to talk to my boyfriend about this, he basically said, "That's just who she is, you just need to tolerate her like me and my dad," and that was that. I'm just annoyed and we still have 3 days left of the trip and a 9-hour car ride back. I'm reaching my limit. How do you deal with people like this? I deal with people like this by not spending time with them. Your boyfriend is not ready to understand that he has that option with his mom. He might never be ready. Your boyfriend's approach made sense when he was a little kid, but it is not appropriate now. You handle it by removing yourself from the situation and then stop putting yourself in situations where you're exposed to her. And if your boyfriend has a problem with that and makes it a problem, stop dating your boyfriend. Just because they put up her abusive and crazy behavior doesn't mean you have to. When I tried to talk to my boyfriend about this, he basically said, "That's just who she is, you just need to tolerate her like me and my dad," and that was that. No, you don't need to tolerate her like your boyfriend and his dad. Saying, "That's just how she is not an acceptable excuse for someone being a bitchy asshole. For now, if you want to, you can start calling her out on it with things like, 'We're right here. Why are you yelling?' Or, 'What did that poor cabinet do to you?' Or my new favorite, 'What an odd thing to say out loud. Are you feeling okay?' But be ready for your boyfriend to get upset about it. And don't spend time with her going forward. I will warn you though. If he's unwilling to set boundaries with his mom, that doesn't bode well for your future with him. Fight back. Tell her to be quiet. Tell her to stop behaving like a child. Tell her to get her medication right. If I were you, I'd Uber to the Greyhound bus station and go home. People like her are bullies. There's only two ways to deal with a bully. Fight back or flee. She's like this because your boyfriend and his father never pull her up on her behavior. Know this, if your relationship moves forward to the common stages such as marriage or a child, she will overstep frequently and your boyfriend won't say a thing. Having a kid? Oh, she wants to be part of it all and boyfriend will want to let her because it's easier to just give her what she wants. Just remember this is your forever if you stay with him.